Recently, ZAG has released a new series called Ghostforce. From the information released by the creator of the series and the details of the story, we can say that Ghostforce takes place in the same world as Miraculous Ladybug, only that Ghost is set in New York and Miraculous in Paris. One of the things that makes this series so special are the references and connections it has with Miraculous. Stay tuned, because in this video, you are going to discover amazing things about these two wonderful series. I'll give you a bit of a spoiler from this video. In an episode of Ghostforce, we see Ladybug. Comment who this character is. The answers will appear in a new video. The comments of the last adventure will be at the end. Let's start by talking about a multiverse that exists in ZAG. In the recent Spider-Man movie, it was confirmed that the Peter Parker's multiverse exists. ZAG was not too far behind. This studio has a rare multiverse of sisters, Chloe and Zoe. In the world of Ghostforce, there are two twin blonde sisters named Jane and Stacy. These sisters have a lot in common with Chloe and Zoe. One of the twins has Zoe's attitude, and the other has Chloe's way of being. The girl who has a little bit of Zoe's attitude is a character with nice feelings. She helps the other characters without expecting anything in return, and she is a little bit friendly. But in some moments, she tends to treat her schoolmates badly. The other twin has a very terrible attitude to any character. In a nutshell, she is the New York version of Chloe, since they share the same attitude. Meanwhile, Jane and Stacy's character design is a little nod to Chloe and Zoe, since all four girls are blonde and their outfits feature yellow. This color is representative of Chloe and Zoe because their heroine outfits are the same color. The only thing missing for Stacy and Jane to be a clear connection to the Miraculous sisters is the large amount of money the bourgeois family possesses. The New York twins are a more middle economic class. Now, let's talk about one of the main characters of Ghostforce. The series has three main characters. They are Liv Baker, Andy Baker, and Mike Collins. Let's stick with Liv for now. I'm sure that when they were designing this girl, the design staff were highly inspired by Marinette and Ladybug. Miss Baker acts in certain scenes the same way that Marinette would behave. For example, in one chapter, Liv mistakenly receives a bouquet of flowers, but she doesn't know that such flowers were not for her. While she didn't know the truth behind the bouquet of flowers, the girl was imagining a world of love between her and the boy that accidentally gave her the flowers. The most absurd thing here is that Marlowe never gave her any inkling that he was in love with her, or that he felt anything special for her. This exact same thing is seen with Mary. We all know that she's obsessed with the blonde boy. Even though he shows no love for her, she still imagines a future where the two of them are a couple and have children. Looking at things from the other side, you start to think that Adrien is in love with Marinette. We have a video where we show you that this guy is super in love with Mary. I'll leave that video in the commentary below. Also, when Liv transforms into mist, the animation of the scene is similar to the scene when Marinette transforms into Ladybug. Both characters move almost the same way. One thing many people ask themselves is, are Ghostforce and Miraculous Ladybug occurring at the same time? I will answer this question based on the data revealed by both series and a rumor. The vast majority of us know that the two series take place in the same world, but it is unknown if they also share the same timeline. For this question, there is an answer that Jeremy Zag has made known to us in a hidden way. This gentleman is a very important person in Zag Studio and is the director of Ghostforce. Therefore, he is privy to information that no one else knows. It's possible that, through the posts he makes on his Instagram account, he is revealing the answer to the question we are all wondering. In one of his posts, he shared an image featuring characters from Miraculous, Pixel Girl, ghostforce, and other new characters. Many people took this as just another image they use as advertisement for the company's content. Knowing how Zag Studio has been handling Miraculous Ladybug lately, we can say that it is not a coincidence to see these characters together. There is a rumor going around the social medias that Zag is planning to create a crossover in the future, since the stories of the mentioned series take place in the same world and at the same time. In fact, in the chapters of Ghost, we have already begun to get small clues that point to the fact that this series and Miraculous exist in the same timeline. In the children's classroom, you can see a drawing of Ladybug that the students themselves have colored. Since there is this drawing, it means that they are fans of her. You can say that it is just a simple reference. However, this is how Zag works when they are going to make a special. Before the New York special was announced in the Miraculous episodes, we were looking at posters and toys of the characters that would appear in that special. In Miraculous, we have Adrien, a young boy who is very handsome and a model. In Ghost, there is a very similar character. This character is found in the boy's protagonist of the story. You probably already know who I'm talking about. Yes, it's him, none other than Andy Baker. He is the red-headed American version of Adrien, only Andy's personality is funnier. On the other hand, the French guy is not so funny, but when he transforms into Noir, he completely changes his sense of humor. As for Andy's design, it contains a lot of Adrien's influence. The first thing that stands out the most is the color green. This color is presented in the sweatshirt, in his eyes, and when he transforms into Fury, the color of the outfit is green with black. This is also seen with Adrien. His eyes are green, his shirt has a line of that color, and when he transforms into a hero, the predominant colors of the kitten are green and black. When Noir goes to finish off a villain and invokes the superpower, he raises his hand and says, "Cataclysm!" Apparently, Andy has a pretty similar animation. When he's about to catch a villain, he raises his hand and his power is released to capture the ghost. Wow! We got a double prize with these characters. Which team are you? Team Andy or Team Shot? If you are Team Andy, comment the emoji of the red-haired boy. If you are Team Chat Noir, give a like to this video and comment the cat emoji. Also, support the channel by subscribing. Besides, we'll be making the second part of this video and you shouldn't miss it because it will be great. If you are liking this video, you will love the second part. Let's talk about one last thing. But just because it's the last doesn't mean it's less interesting. Honestly, this fact is quite curious. In Ladybug's Adventures, we see that Alia owns a website called Ladyblog. The so-called digital portal is about the heroes of Paris. She posts photos and news related to the villains and the heroes. The incredulous thing is that there is an exaggeratedly similar digital site on ghostforce for people from New York. The site is called Ghost's Blog. The page shares news of the villains and the good things the 3 New York heroes have done. Bonus fact, the modes of operation of the villains in both stories share similarities. In the Miraculous episodes, we see that Shadow Moth casts spells on people by akumas, that his own progeny gave him the ability to do so. The main reason for a character to be bewitched is determined by the feelings they feel at that moment. If they feel angry or sad, they become the perfect candidate for the akumas. These spells take place anywhere in Paris at any time of the day. Compared to ghostforce, it has something similar. Some ghosts feed on the energy of humans, and these ghosts can be found everywhere. Only that we still don't know the origin of these hidden identities that surround the City of Freedom. If you have a theory that explains this, comment it. And if the conspiracy has a good enough data, we will make a video and dedicate it to you. That's it, that's the video. The video's over. Don't forget to watch the video I leave in the first comment. Greetings to everyone who responded to the previous adventure. My name is Ciara, and we'll listen to each other some other time. Bye!